Welcome back to another video of Vlogmas. This is a conversation that I wanted to sit down and have with y'all about, so much so that this is going to be what the whole video is about. So, as y'all know, we in December, Christmas is almost here. So, the topic of should you let your child believe in Santa has came up a lot of times on social media that I've been seeing. So I was like, I want to make a whole video about it and see where everybody's mind is at when it comes to letting your child believe in Santa. For me personally, like I grew up in our household. We didn't necessarily believe that Santa was real, but he always came up in our conversations. Like we know that Jesus is the reason for the season, first of all. Jesus the greatest, the greatest. Jesus the greatest, the greatest. He is magnificent. But whenever like our parents would be like, what you want for Christmas? A lot of times they'll say, what you want Santa to get you? Or if you already got something for Christmas, they'll be like, what Santa got you this year? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Santa Claus get you? So growing up, it was like the family on my mama's side, we would be okay with bringing Santa Claus up. However, my grandma on my daddy's side would be like, oh no, Santa Claus is off limits. We don't even mention Santa Claus, because she felt like people would talk about Santa Claus more than they would talk about Jesus. And she's a Christian woman, but also like the people on my mama's side, we all Christian as well, but we were okay with them bringing Santa Claus up. Now, even though my parents and our parents growing up on my mama's side, none of them ever said that Santa Claus wasn't real, and none of them ever said like Santa Claus is real, but they would mention it, like I said. So like I say, like even though nobody ever said that Santa Claus wasn't real, none of us actually really believed that there was a man that would come in your house through your chimney, give you gifts, and you make cookies for him, and those cookies that you made for him the night before, he's gonna eat those cookies, and then he's gonna go ride on his sleigh with the mad reindeers. Like we never actually really believed that stuff happened, but we would always say like we would go see Santa Claus on Santa Claus lap and tell him what we want. Sometimes like if Santa Claus was in town, we'll like go to the mall and sit on Santa Claus lap. Yeah, we'll sit on Santa Claus lap and all of that. Now, what I've been seeing on social media with this topic, a lot of people would feel like Santa Claus is weird because, for one, I think I even seen somebody say that Santa is kind of like satanic, however you pronounce that word. Like people like this girl right here, like she had this to say.
Tamara D. Johnson took to Facebook to say, when I moved from St. Croix to the U.S., friends and coworkers told me I was mean because you didn't believe in Santa Claus. I'm not going to let no big fat man with the same letters as Satan get no type of acknowledgement. Sitting on his lap and sneaking into your house at night with gifts. Predator-ish. No thank you, Santa. Jesus blessed me with those gifts.
So yeah, like she said, there's people that think like that, like, okay, like Santa could mean something real, like dark, and also the thing of sitting on Santa Claus's lap is kind of like pedophile, but there's also people that think like this.
V Goddess says, imagination has no age limit. Lying to them limits that. What happens once they realize you, the parent, been lying to them about something that's A, not worth lying about, and B, well, let's not get into B, but still, y'all think it's okay to lie to your kids but get mad when they start lying to y'all. And some of y'all kids already know Santa ain't real and caught you in that lie a long time ago. That's why they know how to lie.
So people like that are the people that feel like you shouldn't let your child believe in Santa Claus because that's like you teaching your child how to lie, or that you believe that teaching your child to lie is okay. Now me, I feel like teaching your child to believe in Santa or bringing Santa up in conversation like how we did growing up, it's not necessarily teaching them how to lie to me, because you can still teach them like, okay, Santa is real for a good cause, right? You want your child to believe basically in the magic of Christmas. You want them to see how fun it is and experience that joy and that excitement of, a kid growing up and believing that all of these magical things that a human can do is real. So for me, I feel like it's not that deep when people say that, okay, you teaching your child how to lie. I feel like when I have my children, I'm just gonna be transparent with them. When I think about that, the episode of Martin comes to my mind. It was episode where he was doing one of his monologues. Like in the first season, if you remember, Martin used to do monologues before the show started. And in his monologue, he was talking about his experience of when he was drinking his mom's milk out of the refrigerator. And she asked, who drank all the milk? And he said, I didn't drink it. It wasn't me. So I think he had like milk on his lips or something that gave him away. So when he said, no, it wasn't me, his mom was like, Martin, what did I tell you about lying? And his response to that was, oh, Mom, you a trip. You tell me not to lie, but when the bill collector called, you ain't home. So, like, that's what I think of is like, okay, situations like that. Okay, of course, Martin's mom is teaching him that, okay, it's not okay to lie. However, in that moment, she wasn't being completely truthful when she told the bill collector that she's not home. Now, when it comes to human beings and life, nothing is like black or white. Nothing is either or. Nothing is this or that. Nothing is you do or you don't, or you will or you won't. There is nobody on this planet that is always honest all the time. Like every move they make is honest. Everything they speak is honest. Like there's nobody on earth like that. However, there are a whole lot of us that are like in that between stage. You can be completely honest, nothing you say and everything you say is the truth. Or you can be a straight up liar and everything that you say is a lie. But nobody is the completely honest person. If you say that everything that you say is the truth and every move that you make is the honest to God truth, you're already lying. Most of us are in that between stage, and you have people that are just straight up liars. So when you in that between stage, it's like lying is not good. I'm not gonna enforce lying, and most of my decisions that I make, they live in honesty. However, when it comes to something like Martin's mom, in that situation, I had to tell a lie. You know why? Because I have mad kids I gotta raise, my rent is due, and I don't get paid until however many days. So to keep these kids fed and to keep us in this house, I gotta tell the bill collector that I'm not home because I don't want us to get kicked out. So I have to. That's how most people in the world live their lives. Like, okay, no, I don't live by lying, but I also know that sometimes it's okay to bend the truth a little bit. If you grew up in the two-parent household and you witness your dad and your mom asks your dad, babe, these jeans make me look fat? And you see your dad tell your mom, no, babe, they don't make you look fat. But once your mom leaves, you might see like your dad say okay, yeah, those do make her look a little big, but it's okay because I want her to feel confident and feel good about herself. But you might look at your dad and say, dang, Dad, you told me never to lie. However, of course your dad still stands on that, and it's not like your dad is a complete liar. However, your dad had to lie in that situation to make his wife feel good about herself. Now, with the Santa Claus thing, it's like, okay, no, I do not want you to lie and grow up lying. However, I do want you to experience the magic and have as much fun as you can during the Christmas time. So I am going to pretend that Santa Claus is real so you can feel that, because I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy your childhood and Christmases. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I'm teaching you, oh, it's okay to lie. What I am telling you is that I'm human. There's nobody on planet Earth that is always and only tells the truth. Like that person doesn't even exist. So I wouldn't believe that giving your kid the magic of Christmas is teaching them how to lie. It's like, that's not that serious to me. There's also a person that had to say this about that.
Mine SMU said, both things can be true. You can definitely teach kids that Christmas is about Jesus Christ, but you can also let kids continue to enjoy their imagination before life eventually starts to take them fast.
Now me, I kind of agree with homegirl. It's like, you can teach them that Jesus is the reason for the season, but you can also give them that magic of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with a kid believing that Santa Claus is real. It's like, it doesn't really go that deep. I don't think it's that deep to say that, okay, now I'm teaching them how to lie. Like, it's not that serious. Even if you teach your child to be honest all the time, and no situation or circumstance should you ever lie, even if you teach them that, and that is like your number one parenting lesson to your child is going to grow up, not even just grow up, your child is going to go out through life and realize, okay, I know what my mama said. However, there is a situation that I'm in right now, and not even got to be a bad one. It could be like a lighthearted one, like telling his or her spouse they look good in the shirt that they really don't like. they're gonna find out, okay, there's some situations where the truth is gonna have to be bent a little bit. Again, not saying that you should, and it's like if you're gonna do that, you should also like make it known to your child, like, okay, you should know when that moment is. That moment where you feel like, okay, I know mom told me not to lie, not ever lie, but this is the time where I'm not gonna tell all the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You got to know when that is. You can't just say, okay, this is the time, when really it's not really the time, you know? But I feel like believing in Santa Claus is fun. Like, I never actually, like I said, we never really believed that man was real. And I didn't really think that people who actually believe that Santa Claus is real existed. I only thought that kids that believe like wholeheartedly with their whole existence that Santa Claus is real, I only saw those people on TV. And I didn't meet those people until I moved away from Florida. It's like the whole family didn't actually believe that he was real. None of my friends believed that he was real. Like, none of them ever believed that he was real. So I didn't think that there was actually people that lived on this earth that really like lived by the fact that Santa Claus was real. Like, I never ever knew that until I moved away. And I met people that would be like, oh my God, I was so heartbroken when I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real. I was like, you really believe that you really believe that? And it's like, yeah, people grow up and really believe that Santa Claus is real. When I spent my Christmas last year, I spent it with my cousins on my daddy's side. Now, they told me that they actually believed that Santa Claus was real when they was growing up. So I was like, wow, another set of people that actually believed it. So I think I asked them, I was like, so what did you do when you found out? Like, did you cry? But when I asked that, I don't know. I know one of my cousins was like, I mean, I was sad at first, but then my sadness turned into gratitude for my mom, because I realized that, oh my God, the whole time my mom was buying all of these gifts. So he was like, then I was, appreciative. I was like, oh, that's sweet. But they were saying that they actually believe that Santa Claus is real. Like, I didn't even know people like that existed. But yeah, I feel like once I have my kid, I don't think I'm gonna like sell like the whole story of what Santa Claus is. I think I'm pretty much gonna do it how we grew up, was mention Santa Claus and be like, what Santa Claus got you? And I might even like bake cookies with them and say, okay, yeah, Santa Claus gonna eat these, but really I'm gonna eat them. I might even go like that far, but I won't really like push it on them to believe that Santa Claus is real. It's like, we're gonna definitely let them know the reason why we celebrate Christmas, because Jesus was born on this day, and we're gonna watch Christmas movies dealing with Santa Claus. We're gonna have Santa Claus decorations, but it's not gonna be like a big thing to where you have to believe in Santa Claus, or like I'm really gonna push Santa on you. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to enjoy the fact, the whole magic of Christmas, and also know what Christmas is really about. So yeah, that's my tidbit. What do y'all think? Do y'all think y'all should teach y'all kids Santa Claus? Do you feel like Santa Claus is off limits? Do you feel like it's demonic? Let me know in the comments. But that is the end of this video. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every single time I drop a Vlogmas video. And I will see you tomorrow.